today's YouTube video. Yesterday in our last video we have just started Unit 5 verb and we have seen what is transitive and intransitive verb. There are two types of verb, transitive verb and intransitive verb. What we have learned in the transitive verb need object to complete their meaning. Transitive verb need object to complete their meaning. Without object, the transitive verb, that sentence will not complete. But it is also opposite the same in the intransitive sentence. Intransitive verb does not need object to complete their meaning. Without object also it make a sense. Without object also it can see, we can say it looks completed. So only the transitive sentence need object. Only transitive verb need object. So yesterday we have seen that difference between the transitive and intransitive sentence. We have seen the difference between transitive and intransitive verb. Now the object, who needs object? Only transitive verb need object. Now let's see today the direct and indirect object. What is direct and indirect object? Sometimes in the transitive verbs can take two objects. Sometimes transitive verb need transitive verb need two objects. We have seen the transitive verb always need object, but sometimes there are more than one object. That means sometimes they need two objects to complete their meaning. So in such case there are one direct object and one indirect object. So one of them is direct object and another is indirect object. Indirect object. We have seen the transitive verb always need object, but sometimes it needs two objects. Sometimes it needs two objects, and these two of them, one is the direct object and second is the indirect object. But how to identify the direct object and how to identify the indirect object? How to identify that it is direct object or it is indirect object? So in the direct object, let's see the difference between the direct object and the indirect object. Direct object directly receives the action of the verb. Now I write here direct object and here indirect object. So what is there? The direct object. Direct object directly receives the action of the verb. Direct receives the action from the verb of the verb. Action of the verb. And indirect object indirectly affected by the action action of the verb. The direct object answer the question what. We have to the direct object direct receives the action of the verb. That means the direct object directly receives the action from the verb, and indirect object indirectly affected of the action of the verb. If we ask the question to what, the direct objects answer the question what. It answer the question what. So you will get the answer in direct object. If you ask the question what, if you ask the question to the subject with what, so you will get answer in direct object. And if you ask the question and it answer the question to whom, and it answer the question to whom. So here the direct object direct receives the action of the verb. That means this direct object directly connected to the main verb. It is directly connected to the main verb, and it directly receives the action from the main verb. And if we ask the question to the subject with what, so you will get the answer of direct object. You will get the answer direct object. And indirect object indirectly affected by the action of the verb. And if you ask the question to the sentence or to the subject with who, so you will get the answer in indirect object. You write down the difference between the direct object and indirect object, then we'll see the example. Here you just have to keep in your mind, you have to ask the question to identify to the direct object and indirect object. You have to ask the question to the subject with what, so you will get the answer in direct object. And for getting the indirect object, you have to ask the question to the subject with whom, so you will get the answer in indirect object. So you just note down this in your notebook. Now, I hope student you have written this. Now, I just rub this. Now, let's see the example and let's find out what is the direct object and what is indirect object. Let's find the direct and indirect object in the sentence. In indirect object, we have to ask the question to the noun with what, so you will get the answer in direct object. So first sentence I write here, Sayan got father a glass of water. Now this Sayan is subject, this is subject, this is verb, and there are two objects are there in this sentence. This is the transitive verb sentence, and this word transitive sentence is having two objects. One is father and second is a glass of water. These are two objects are there. One the father and the second one is a glass of water. Now we just have to find out which is the direct object. Sorry. Which is the direct object and which is the indirect object. So for finding the direct object, we have to ask question with what? We have to ask the question with what? To the noun, to the subject. What did Sayan get? So the first question I am asking with what? What did Sayan get? So we to get the direct object, we ask question to the noun, to the subject with what. So what did Sayan get? Sayan get a glass of water. A glass of water. So this is our direct subject. This is direct connected to the main verb. It is direct connected to the main verb. Sayan got a glass of water. Sayan got a glass of water. We ask the question with what? What did Sayan get? Sayan got a glass of water. So this is our direct object. This is our direct object. Now let's ask the question with whom. Let's ask the question to get indirect object with whom. So here, for whom did he get it? For whom did he get it? For whom did he get it? So the answer is he got a glass of water for his father. So the answer is father. Answer is father, and his father is indirect object. And father is indirect object. So this sentence, this is transitive verb, and the transitive verb needs more than one object or its need object. It requires object, but in this sentence there are two objects. Sometimes transitive verb need two objects, and here in that sentence there are two objects, one father and one is a glass of water. Just to find out which is direct object and which is indirect object. So for getting the direct object, we ask the question to the subject with what, and for getting indirect object, we have to ask the question with the subject with whom. So for what you will get the answer of direct object, and for whom you will get the answer in indirect object. You note down this example also in your notebook. Now let's do the focus exercise A. Underline the verb in the following sentences and say whether they are transitive or intransitive. That means some sentences are there if the sentence need object, so these are the transitive. If without object it complete the meaning, it make a sense, so it is intransitive. So let's do the exercise. Focus. The first sentence I am writing, Shweta jogged in the park on Sunday. Now Shweta is subject, jog is main verb, and there is no object. These are the complement. These are the complement. This is not object. So this sentence where object is not there, that sentence is intransitive. That sentence is intransitive verb. So here we have to underline the verb, and here we have to write whether it is transitive or intransitive verb. So this is intransitive verb, and right here the answer intransitive verb. We have underlined the subject also, we underlined the complements also. With complement, without object also, this sentence makes sense. So this is the intransitive verb. Now the second one, father baked some bread for the party. Now father is subject, baked is verb, and bread is a object. That means this transitive verb need object. This is the object. So which verb need object to complete their meaning? It is transitive. It is transitive. Transitive verb, and right here also this is transitive verb. Now the third, and write Rohit winked at his sister. Now Rohit winked at his sister. This is the subject, this is the verb, object is not there, only this is the complement. So, and with the complement also this sentence is making the sense, it looks completed. So this is intransitive sentence. This is intransitive sentence. Intransitive verb. Now the fourth I write, my cat sneezed 7 times subject sneezed is verb, but which verb it is? This is also the 7 times. This is my cat sneezed 7 times. Object is not there. This is the complement. This is the complement, but this sentence looks completed. It's making the same. So this is also intransitive verb. So I write here. Now the fifth one I write here. We moved the sofa to the living room. Now here we is subject, mood is verb, and this verb is meaning the object. This is the object. So this is transitive verb. This is transitive verb. So you wrote down these all 5 sentences in your notebook. Underline the verb and write here whether it is transitive or intransitive. Complete this exercise in your notebook. Now here focus exercise we have completed. We have seen the transitive, intransitive verb, what is transitive, what is intransitive, direct and indirect object also we have learned. Now the focus exercise also we have completed. Now I give you the homework. You have to complete the practice exercise and extension exercise in your notebook, in the GE book also and in the notebook also. Complete this practice and extension exercise. What is there in the practice exercise? Underline the subject, verb, object or complement in the following sentences. And in the extension exercise, use each set of words to make a sentence that contains a subject, verb, a direct or indirect object. That means here you have to write the sentence and write first the direct object and then indirect object. So this practice A and extension A exercise is your homework. So I write here the homework. Practice and extension exercise. In your notebook. This is your homework. Now we will meet in our next video. Here we have completed Unit 5 verb. Now this is your homework. Complete the practice and extension exercise in your notebook. नोटबुक में करना है, यहाँ भी करना है, जी बुक में और नोटबुक में भी करना है. Now in the next video we will start unit 6 verb. So till then, bye bye, take care and thank you.